Whether it's because they're super rich now or because they've been canceled one too many times, there are a few reasons why some YouTubers might stop working, so today we're going to talk about some of these people as we count down the top 10 YouTubers who will never work again. What's going on, guys? I'm your host, Riroom. I've got a pretty juicy list for you guys, so let's just get started. At number 10, Romeo Lacoste. Romeo Lacoste was a once very popular and successful YouTuber slash tattoo artist, but nowadays his platform and business just haven't been the same. In 2019, the YouTuber was exposed for having allegedly sent inappropriate messages to girls who were under the age of 18. The messages that were allegedly exchanged between Romeo and the girls were from 2016, but they only recently came to light. Fellow YouTuber Keemstar hopped on the story and broadcast his findings to his audience, which resulted in the massive backlash against the tattoo artist. Since these allegations were thrown around and lawsuits were put in order between Romeo and Keemstar, the tattoo artist's career just hasn't been the same. Due to this scandal, he's lost quite a lot of support online and through his tattooing. After the scandal came to light, people began removing their tattoos that they had gotten from Romeo, and his Google reviews page for his tattoo parlor also shows signs of tarnish, as one of the questions someone asked on the page alluded to his texting scandal. I think it's safe to say that this drama has ended Romeo's YouTube and artistry career. At number 9, JoJo Siwa. JoJo Siwa is a YouTuber who will never have to work again, not because she's been cancelled, but because of how successful she is. This girl has money. She's got merch from t-shirts to ice cream to bows and everything in between. She's done sold out tours around the world, she has a music career and a YouTube channel that's super successful. She is really someone to look up to because of her amazing work ethic and is just a really good role model for kids. She's so successful at such a young age that if she were to stop creating, she'd have enough money to be set for life, never mind the royalties for all of her performances, music, and other sales. Even if something crazy were to happen and she did get cancelled, she'd still have so much money to fall back on that honestly, no matter what she does, she's set for life. I'm just gonna chime in here and ask you guys to consider leaving a like on this video. Your likes and support really do help us out a lot, so if you're enjoying the video, please feel free to smash that like button. At number 8, Jaclyn Hill. It seems like lately fans have been questioning Jaclyn Hill and her career. Things seem to have been going quite well for Jaclyn in recent years, following her collaborations with Morphe and Becca Cosmetics, but following the launch of her solo beauty line, Jaclyn Cosmetics, that's where things seem to have gone south with the beauty YouTuber. When Jaclyn released her lipsticks, they faced mass scrutiny for their appearance and for allegedly having hairs in them. People said that they were moldy or that they were hairy, and some even said that there was glass in them. The backlash was huge and Jaclyn never fully recovered from it. Since then, fans have watched Jaclyn fade in and out of the spotlight, and some have even pointed out that she only comes back to her platform when she's planning a new launch and is looking to sell things. One person even said, quote, "Until like 3 months pass and you have to sell another overpriced product. Girls buy. We already know the drill." And quote, "The timing is just super off-putting. I don't know what to think anymore with these launches followed by silence. I want to believe you, but it's looking more and more wrong," end quote. Because it seems like she's losing support from her fans, it looks like her career is slowly fading away to the point where she might end up with nothing. At number 7, Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast is another really successful YouTuber like JoJo Siwa in the sense that they have enough money to be able to never have to work again. Mr. Beast, aka Jimmy Donaldson, is well known on the YouTube platform for his extravagant and highly produced videos. His most popular videos are those in which he gives away expensive and sometimes lavish things. For example, he's given away houses, cars, and has even bought an entire grocery store only to give away the items to shelters and people in need. Not only is he a philanthropist known for his Team Trees movement, but he's also pretty brand friendly, and so he makes a lot of money from the platform. Each of his videos receives millions of views, and according to Social Blade, it is estimated that he makes between $100,000 and $2 million per month. So realistically, if he just up and quit YouTube, he'd pretty much be set for life, as long as he didn't keep buying people houses and whatnot. At number 6, PewDiePie. PewDiePie sort of falls on this kind of middle ground. He's both rich enough to where he doesn't need to work, but at the same time, he's been in so many scandals over the years that there could really come a point where he just can't work anymore. Over the years, PewDiePie has faced a lot of scrutiny and backlash for being quite offensive, mostly because of his racist and anti-Semitic remarks. In the past, he's been grilled for having used offensive language, and most notably his Fiverr scandal, where he paid people to make banners with hate speech written on them. He's been cancelled many times, but it doesn't really seem to stick. Meanwhile, he's making between $70,000 and $1 million per month from YouTube, according to his Social Blade. So yes, there's a very possible chance that PewDiePie could never work again, but whether that's because of the internet shunning him or because he's leaving on his own terms, that's really the question here. Let me know what you guys think about him in the comments. At number 5, the Ace family. The Ace family channel, though seemingly friendly on camera, turns out that they have their share of scandals as well. They've been facing a lot of backlash and cancellations lately to the point that their squeaky clean image has been tarnished. Some people already don't like family vlog channels because of the way that they seemingly exploit their family unit, but that's not quite the point here. The channel, mainly the family's patriarch, Austin McBroom, has been involved in quite a few scandals, most notably cheating, extortion, and has recently faced backlash for yelling and cursing at his wife, Catherine. Austin has also faced scrutiny late last year for suggesting that their fans should have to pay for their content, even though they make more than enough money from their channel without paid subscriptions. Some Twitter users are looking for Austin to be cancelled, some even saying, quote, "Still waiting for Austin to be cancelled and Catherine to make her own YouTube channel without him," end quote. I think there may come a time when this viewer gets what they want and we see their family channel fall apart. In that case, they may never work again, or we might see one half of the couple find more success than the other. At number 4, Tati Westbrook. Tati Westbrook has really had her ups and downs in the media lately. She's had her plain old success until the event of Dramageddon happened last year. At that point, we witnessed the turmoil that followed as people like James Charles and Jeffree Star were involved in the scandal. Things ended with James Charles taking the most damage. Fast forward to this year when we saw the beginnings of what seemed to be Dramageddon Part 2, or whatever you want to call it, as Tati came back again with another confession about the events that started the first Dramageddon, this time roping Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson into the mix. At this point, as Tati brought up the scandal on like the year anniversary of the first scandal, people have started to see through her ruse, thinking that she's using the drama for attention and exposing people for her own gain. Now she's back in the news again, this time for a lawsuit as her partner in her Halo Beauty company is suing for fraud and negligence as they claim that Tati and her husband breached their agreement for the expansion of their company. It's coming to the point where Tati's career is starting to crack. Her credibility is now suffering, and she's tried exposing people too much, and now her brand is in jeopardy because of this lawsuit. I think that maybe Tati's image will be her downfall, and her YouTube channel might never be the same. Plus, people might not want to work with her over fears of being exposed. At number 3, Jeffree Star. Now let's talk about Jeffree. Jeffree is a little complicated because in a way he's a lot like PewDiePie in the sense that he's been cancelled so many times, but it doesn't really seem to stick. Jeffree has made the bulk of his money from his makeup brand, and that's really how he's built up most of his fortune, so at this point, I don't really think his earnings on YouTube, if any, makes much difference to him. He said many times that he makes videos on the platform because he enjoys the creative process, so this could be why his cancellations don't stick, because he just really doesn't care about his image on the internet. He's too rich to care. He's faced scrutiny for his past actions, which include instances of racism on different accounts, and on top of that, it seems that every few years the same receipts come up trying to cancel him, but like I said, nothing really seems to stick. Even if something did stick and he was removed from the platform, he could potentially lose everything, his brand included, but with the money that he's made, he wouldn't have to work anymore. So in a way, he will never work again if he decides to quit. But Jeffree can never really be taken out of the game. He takes himself out. At number 2, Jake Paul. Jake, where do we begin? Jake Paul has had something of a tumultuous relationship with YouTube in the sense that he's been kind of all over the place. Yeah, he gets mad views, but he also gets in his fair share of scandals too. Right now he's focusing on his boxing career while also pumping out videos for his channel with, well, I don't know if Team 10 is still a thing anymore, but you know, the other people that he lives with in his house. He's had dating scandals with countless girls and even was married at one point. This dude is really out here doing a lot. So I think that it's only a matter of time until we see him burn out. Yeah, he's got a lot of money to fall back on, but there's a real possibility that we might see him crash and burn because he's got too much on his plate, so he might not work again. He could choose to leave the YouTube game for whatever reason, or you know, trends just could change and his antics won't be fun and clickbaity anymore. I mean, who knows with this guy, but again, I think it's a real possibility. At number 1, Trisha Paytas. Trisha. I mean, I'm sure you guys can think of a billion reasons as to why Trisha would never work again. She's had a long history of being problematic, she's been cancelled 1,001 times, but it seems like no matter what, she just won't quit. She's getting into beefs with everyone on the internet and is really out here just burning bridges. Though yes, she's very wealthy from her OnlyFans and her videos and however much she makes off her music, this will in theory be able to sustain her for as long as she keeps these things up, but I don't think she will ever really work again because of the number of bridges that she's burned. If she ever wanted to do some kind of project or anything outside of YouTube, I honestly don't think it would happen just because she doesn't have the connections. She's rubbed too many people the wrong way to be able to get any further than she has already. Her career may have plateaued, and that's kind of her own fault. For this video, I wanted to take a different approach, and instead of including a whole bunch of people that are problematic on YouTube because it's kind of the same people every time, I wanted to throw in some influencers who might not work again, not because they can't because of their reputation, but because they don't have to because of their riches. So hopefully you enjoyed my take on it. Now, before we wrap up today's video, I'm gonna do some comment shoutouts from the top 10 YouTubers we need to forget. Staying on topic. Candace Barnhill says, my favorite, Bailey Sarian, professional makeup artist, true crime investigator, over 3 million subscribers, 100% humble and real. She has one of the rarest personalities, character, and humor of anyone I've seen. Drama-free, she never insults or throws shade at a single person and does exactly what makes her happy on her channel. Queen, but won't admit it. I love Bailey too. I watch her videos all the time. You know, I have a few references that I throw in videos here and there, but yeah, I love her too. Olivia Shank says, Jeffree Star wasn't on this list, I'm surprised. Listen, it's either I include Jeffree or Shane. They're basically the same person. I don't want to have to include them both. It's the same things over and over and over again. You guys know the drill. Sophie Belladonna says, wait, so Shane Dawson and Onision aren't the same person? Shade. Tea. All of that. Yeah, I mean, they're essentially the same. Aonacy Henderson says, Brie looks a little like Vanessa Morgan. That's a new one. Normally I get Doja Cat, but thank you. Thanks for all your comments, guys, and for sticking around until the end of the video. I've been your host, Brie Room, and until next time, stay safe, don't let your dreams be dreams, and stay groovy.